This is the video for the extra practice for standard deviation and outliers. So our first question is, George asked his classmates how many Facebook friends they have. This is the data that George received. 99 friends, 567 friends, 97 friends, 124 friends, 638 friends, and 255 friends. Now let's find the standard deviation from these friends. So our first step is we have to fill in the first column with each value. So you have 99, 557, 97, 224, 638, and 255. Next we have to find the mean, so we have to add all of them up, which we get 2,680, and then we have to divide by 6 since there's 6 values, so 467 when you round up. So next we have to fill in the second column with the mean, and if you notice, every single time it's the exact same number. Next, we have to subtract the x value from the mean. So the first one we get 999 minus 467, which is 532. The next one, 567 minus 467 is 100. The next 97 minus 467 is negative 370. It's okay to get a negative. It'll work itself out later on. And you keep that up for the last 6 ones, and you get each of those values. Next, we have to put them in to the table. So after you fill out your table, our next step is to square those numbers. So the first one, we have 532 squared, which is 283,029, I believe. The next one, 100 squared, is 10,000. The next one, don't forget, you need the negative to be in parentheses when you square it, and you'll get 136,900. And you keep it up for the rest of them. Square all those numbers, and then fill it into the box. Okay, so now we have our box complete, but we're not done. Halfway done until we get the standard deviation. Next, we have to add up all the numbers, and we get 623,134. The next step is to find the amount of values we have, and if you see, we numbered them on the side, so we have 6, so n equals 6. So then we have to divide the numbers added together, so 620, or the numbers added together, so 623, 134 divided by the amount we have, which is 6, and we get 103,856. Next step is we have to square root that number, and after you round it, you get 322. So, if you look on step 9, we fill in 322. That's our standard deviation. What does that exactly mean? Well, you subtract 322 from the mean and you get 145, and when you add it to the mean you get 789. So that means like 95% of our data is between 145 Facebook friends and 789 Facebook friends, which makes sense. We have the person with the 97 friends outside of that 145, and the person with the 999 friends outside of the 789. Besides that, everything else is between that range. Okay, so let's look at outliers now. So first we want to find the mean and the median with the following data: 67, 43, 89, 57, 72, and 4. So the first thing we have to do is put them in order. Next, let's look at the mean. Cross out. And that we have to find the middle, which is 57 and 67. So you have to add those together and then divide by 2 to get that middle between those two, and that's 62. So that is our median. Our mean, you add up all of them and then divide by the number, which is 6. So they equal 332 divided by 6, you get 55.3. Okay. Now that's with the outlier. Now we have to identify what the outlier is. In this case, it's 4, because 4 is completely different, far away from the other numbers. So now the median without the outlier, put them in order again. You have 43, 57, 67, 72, and 89. The middle number this time is 67. You don't have to add 2 together and divide since it's an odd number. And then our median without the outlier, add them all up, and you get 328 divided by 5 this time because you took out that outlier number, so now you only have 5 numbers, and you get 65.5. Now if you look, the median before was 62 and now it's 67, which is a difference of about 5. The mean before was 55.3 and the mean without the outlier is 65.6, which is a difference about 6. So you can see that the mean changes the most with that outlier. So if there's an outlier, you want to use the median instead of the mean. Stats is fun. I hope you have a better understanding of standard deviation and outliers.